Well, what's going on, YouTube? JT Born here, and welcome back to another edition of my DC comic reviews. And in this video, we're talking about Green Arrow issue number 13. This one's written by Joshua Williamson and art by, we'll get to the credits at the end because I don't know how to pronounce their name. But yeah, this is dealing with after issue 12, where the family's all reunited. They were at Arrow Island, kind of having their little family get together and such. And Ollie's kind of just sitting there laying there in bed with Dinah. Everyone else is kind of just kind of crashing on the island, just kind of taking it easy. He goes off to kind of do his own thing where he's going to join up with Waller. The family's having different conversations right here. Even Connor's talking to Emiko about, kicking Damian off a cliff at one point, which, is kind of funny to kind of have a nice little Robin reference. I mean, since Williamson's writing it, now Damian still needs to have a scene where he reunites with his old Teen Titans team, especially like Emiko after what happened in Teen Titans. I'm waiting for it to happen, DC. Come on, you gotta throw us a bone here so we can kind of see what happens next. But yeah, so that's going on. Dinah's concerned, wondering where the heck Ollie is, and Ollie is once again there working at the Hall of Order, I guess is what I think it's the Hall of Order now. So yeah, the Hall of Justice got taken over. He's kind of making sure everything's kind of in place. He got the sanctuary stuff for Waller. Meanwhile, Belle Rev North, you have Leanne and Roy working together to free, Jade, Leanne's mom, to kind of get out of the facility. Roy gets confronted by Ollie at one point, who seemingly is now fully working for Waller. And, there's kind of one moment where I'm wondering if Roy is just kind of covering for Ollie. Ollie kind of gives him the keys to the kingdom. He gets into a confrontation with Peacemaker at one point. So Peacemaker is never going to play a factor in all this stuff. But yeah, so they're all kind of left confused by the whole situation. And Roy is just no, I looked him right in the eyes. He believed every word he said. Which is, why would Ollie do all this after all that stuff? So, everyone else is kind of suspicious about what's going on here because he gave him all the keys to the kingdom, to all his Arrow stuff and such. But, Emiko's going to go there, try and get her brother back, kind of drag him back here, even he's kicking and screaming because he's being, there's something clearly off with him, and they all know it, because anything having to do with Waller means there's something shady. And then they kind of see what's going on the TV, and then the issue ends with basically Connor Hawke taking up the mantle of Green Arrow. If his dad doesn't want to be it, then he's going to do it. So yeah, that should be pretty exciting. This one, of course, is written by Williamson, and then MNK Nahuelpan, I think, is the artist. I thought the art one in this issue looked pretty good. Now the storyline's a little bit more interesting, with Ollie having to force to work with Waller against his family, despite after everything kind of going in. It seems to be everything's basically setting the stage for the whole Absolute Power event. We got this going on here, and then some of the other books are tying into it and just gonna be okay, Mark Waid, you do your thing, tell a pretty exciting storyline in 4 issues. And given it's Mark Waid, I could see it actually probably being pretty good, at least the main issues. Now the different tie-ins and that's a whole other story. But in terms of this issue, I thought it was kind of an exciting start to the next story arc, where we can kind of take Oliver Queen. I know he just had him working for Waller, and then now he's back to it, and he kind of leaves his family in that. Although I do think Roy, oh no, he believed every word he said. It doesn't seem believable to me that Roy wouldn't think that Waller has something on him at this point. I mean, everyone in the family is just okay, this seems pretty obvious that Waller has him up to something, so we just got to kind of figure out what that is. And I'm kind of interested to see where they take it next. I mean, Amanda Waller has just influence over pretty much everyone. I mean, this is literally her absolute power thing. I hope by the end of the event that somebody just outright kills Amanda Waller by the end of it, and we don't have to see her anymore, because she's just taken over so many books and all that too, and I've just kind of had enough of her character at this point. So yeah, some exciting stuff. There's some nice looking artwork. I liked some of the family bits there, them all interacting, and of course Leanne helping her mom, and her dad kind of helping her dad free her mom was kind of cool. But the bit of Roy saying, I looked into his eyes, he totally believed everything he said. Come on, man, you know better than that. There's got to be some weird shady stuff there. I wouldn't believe that for a second. So we'll just have to wait and see how Ollie's going to get out of this, and what Waller has on everyone else and such. So, but yeah, I liked it. I know Williamson's going to be leaving this book in September. There's just been a few issues of Green Arrow just kind of okay, could have been better, but it's not been downright terrible. So, but this issue I did kind of overall. So Yeah, I mean, like I said, I liked some of the bonding moments and that, but there's a few bits where I'm just kind of like, it seems kind of iffy, but it's not the strongest issue, but it's definitely not the worst issue either. So, what did you think of Green Arrow 13? Are you excited for this? You excited for another event with Absolute Power? Post your comments down below. Be sure to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to your channel for more content, hit that bell for notifications, all the fun stuff. I will be back once again, talking more DC Comics related stuff, and thanks for watching, everybody. Peace out.